Hey guys, let's get more news about Steelers, but first, don't forget to subscribe and leave your like. 3 Steelers crack list of top 100 NFL players. CBS Sports' Pete Prisco released his annual ranking of the top 100 players in the NFL. This year, the Pittsburgh Steelers are represented fairly well, with OLB TJ Watt, WR George Pickens, and FS Minkah Fitzpatrick making the list. It's no surprise that Watt tops the team's list, coming in as the 5th best player. However, he is ranked behind Cleveland Browns' Myles Garrett, who took the number 2 spot, only trailing Kansas City Chiefs QB Patrick Mahomes. He led the NFL in sacks with 19 last season and remains a true game wrecker. He bounced back from an injury-shortened 2022 to show he remains one of the game's best edge players. Prisco wrote, "Why are projection models so low on the 2024 Steelers?" Watt not only led the league in sacks last year, he became the first player in official NFL history to do so in 3 separate seasons. He also led the league in 2020 and 2021. Alas, it wasn't enough to beat out Garrett for Defensive Player of the Year in 2023 or to top him on Prisco's list, though it's a 6-spot improvement from a year ago. Healthy most of the season, Watt led the Steelers' defense and pass rush. Not only did he pile up the sacks, he tied a season high in total, 68, and solo tackles, 48, racked up 36 QB hits, 19 TFL, forced 4 fumbles, swatted away 8 passes, recovered 3 fumbles, and picked off a pass for good measure. It was one of the most colorful stat lines of the season and a year deserving of a top 5 spot. Entering his age 30 season, Watt is poised to become the 2nd fastest player in official NFL history to reach 100 sacks. He sits 3.5 away. Pickens topped Fitzpatrick and everyone except for Watt as the 2nd Steeler on Prisco's list, coming in at number 68. It's the first time Pickens has made this top 100 and a moment of national love he hasn't seen much of. He had 63 catches in an offense that struggled to get good quarterback play last season. But the most impressive number was his 18.1 yards per catch average. He is a big play threat anytime he is on the field, and improved quarterback play will help him, Prisco wrote. His 18.1 yards per catch led the NFL, becoming the first Steeler since Mike Wallace in 2009 to do so. Pickens continued to be a big play machine and showed he was capable winning in ways other than simply running deep. He expanded his route tree and took slants against the Cleveland Browns and Cincinnati Bengals for long touchdowns. Justin Fields, not a good QB, LeSean McCoy says after report, that's just who he is. Pittsburgh Steelers QB Justin Fields did not receive rave reviews based on his spring practice performances. The recently acquired veteran reportedly looked inaccurate and lacked ball placement, according to Ray Fittipaldo of the Pittsburgh Post-Gazette. These are not new criticisms, but ones extending from his days with the Chicago Bears. For that matter, Fields was not NFL accurate in college either, in terms of hitting windows. He threw for over a 70% completion rate his final year, but was throwing to college open receivers. Among the many not surprised by Fittipaldo's report is LeSean McCoy, the former Pitt and Eagles running back. "Everybody can get better, but I just think that that's who he is," he said of Fields on the FS1 Speak program yesterday. A former top 15 draft pick, Fields found himself available when the Bears earned the 1st overall draft pick. Preparing to draft Caleb Williams, they committed to dealing their former future franchise quarterback. The problem is, they struggled to find palatable offers. The Steelers ultimately swooped in late and offered a conditional 6th-round pick in 2025. That condition requires that Fields play at least half of the Steelers' offensive snaps this season. If he cannot accurately throw passes, then there is a fairly good chance he doesn't reach that threshold. In the event that he does, the 6th-round pick rises to a 4th-round pick. Fields is playing behind Russell Wilson, and that doesn't appear likely to change. While he has tremendous athleticism, many believe that he still lacks basic passing skills. Some, including McCoy, suggest that he needs an offense built for him to have a chance of succeeding. "I don't want you reading a lot. I don't want you throwing the ball a lot," McCoy said of Justin Fields. He suggested an offense like that run for Lamar Jackson in Baltimore or Colin Kaepernick in San Francisco. But he suggested that only as the most plausible scenario in which he can suggest. "Let's stop acting like we're expecting this guy to go out there and just be this super great quarterback. That's not in his future. That's not his plan," McCoy said. "You can't tell me how bad he looked when he played here, and then tell me on the other hand, but he could potentially be really, really good. That don't even add up. He's not a good quarterback." The Steelers only seriously explored a trade for Fields after Kenny Pickett requested a trade. Pickett took issue with the team's direction after signing Wilson, prompting it to need a new backup. With Fields still sitting out there, they picked up the phone and worked out a deal. But who actually got the deal? Pinpoint accuracy has never been Fields' strength, and if it hasn't become one yet, it isn't going to in the future. Can he offer enough in other areas to compensate for his accuracy and issues reading defenses? Viral Brandon Aiyuk video fires up the gears on the Steelers' rumor mill. Brandon Aiyuk has been linked to the Pittsburgh Steelers since early in the offseason. After Omar Khan traded Deontay Johnson to the Carolina Panthers, the rumors surrounding a potential Steelers trade for a wide receiver skyrocketed. "We thought these rumors would die down following the 2024 NFL Draft. Pittsburgh selected a receiver with their third-round pick and they appeared content to head into Steelers training camp with what they have at the position." That's when Aiyuk made his way back into the news cycle. The star 49ers receiver recently posted a video to TikTok. While on a video chat with Washington Commanders' new QB Jaden Daniels, Aiyuk can clearly be heard saying, "They said they don't want me back. I swear." Recently, the 49ers were reported to offer Aiyuk $26 million per season in average annual earnings on a new extension, but the two parties were off on negotiations and no extension has been reached. Now it sounds like one of the league's best receivers could be back on the market if San Francisco is willing to trade him. There's no question that Brandon Aiyuk would give Pittsburgh's new-look offense a boost. While Aiyuk has yet to earn Pro Bowl or All-Pro honors, the former first-round pick has improved each year and is coming off the best season of his NFL career. In 2023, Aiyuk played in 16 games and recorded 1,342 receiving yards and 7 touchdowns on just 105 targets. This resulted in an eye-popping 12.8 yards per target and 71.4% completion when targeted. 49ers quarterbacks also recorded a 124.0 passer rating when targeting Aiyuk last season. Aiyuk has averaged nearly 1,000 yards per season since entering the league and was the best pass catcher on a 49ers team loaded with talent last year. This is more than enough reason for Steelers fans to beg the team to pull the trigger on a trade. Aiyuk's future with the 49ers already appeared to be in question when the team selected Ricky Pearsall in the first round and contract extension talks fell through. Now Aiyuk's latest social media post appears to be confirmation that he is on his way out. And you fan? What do you think of the situation of Brandon Aiyuk? Leave your opinion in the comments.